Bidar as a city, it is not there on the historical map as such. A military garrison to become the capital of one of the most powerful dynasties of medieval India. Bidar has seen it all, the ups and downs. I always wondered that as locals, if we get an opportunity in the future to protect these monuments as well. And I had this in my mind that if I can be like a catalyst in forming a team of dedicated, committed and passionate individuals who wanted to contribute to the overall development of Bidar in a certain way. My name is Vinay Malge. I am the convener and co-founder of a grassroots level organization based out of Bidar, which is called Team Yuvaa. I am born and brought up in Bidar. My family stayed in the walled city of Bidar, which is also called the old city of Bidar. The historical town built during the Bahmani era. I was always fascinated by the sheer size of these monuments, and also this kept me thinking that who would be the people who must have built it. And this is where the curiosity began on trying to understand the history of my place. Many of the people in Bidar stopped respecting these monuments, if I can say. And I always wondered why would people like damage or desecrate the monuments in ways which is like irreparable. Most of us have to move out to Bidar to get a better education. Similarly, even I had to go to Bangalore after my 12th for doing my engineering. But the place remained in my heart always. So this urge of doing something back has always there in my mind, in my heart. And in due time, I dropped out of engineering, came back to Bidar to pursue my bachelor's here. In 2009, I had the opportunity of actually meeting some amazing people. Some of them were close friends, my childhood friends, who wanted to contribute to the overall development of Bidar in a certain way. And that is how Team Yuvaa came into existence in 2012. Currently, Team Yuvaa has 15 active members who come from diverse backgrounds, from social activists to agriculture scientists to businessmen to budding politicians. They come from different communities with a different kind of socio-economic status. ಹಿಂದಿನ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಟೂಮ್ ಅದ, ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೂರದಾಗ ಅದು ಐಮತ್ ಶಾವಲ್ ಇದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೆನ್ನಿಗೆ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಏನದ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಬಂದೇ ಇರಬೇಕು. It helps us to learn from each other. This is like one strong point of Team Yuvaa. Our first initiative would be around the monuments that we have in Bidar. Bidar has around close to 190 odd monuments, from religious structure to palaces. We decided that we will be going and visiting these monuments which are listed but not like taken care of for various reasons. The first activity that we decided was to take up the cleaning of these monuments along with support from the local communities. Before starting the cleaning process, we actually make multiple visits to the site to see what kind of things that are there. We ensure that like the garbage is not picked as is, but we segregate it where then and there and then like dispose it off. Some vegetation would always be growing on the walls of the monument. These vegetations actually, they damage this by developing cracks on the walls of the monument, and also from the floor, like the roots actually spoil the floor of the monument in a very big way. So other than garbage, like vegetation removal was one of the things that we have done to protect the monuments. The history of water and the history of Bidar go like they are interconnected. This is a city which is built on like a large laterite plateau. The quality of laterite is that it actually absorbs a lot of water, but at the same time we are also losing a lot of water. So there is this hydro engineering technique of like digging these underground tunnels or subterranean aqueducts called as the Karez or the Kanats or Surangabhavi as we locally call it. It is believed that these systems were introduced to Bidar during the Bahmani era. These are tunnels which run for kilometers, which has like vertical shafts at periodic intervals, helping the water to like transportation, to keep it fresh, to make it potable rather. So there are like a lot of techniques that have gone into like building these water structures here in Bidar. If it had been so useful then, it would be useful now also. So that was one of the driving factor that if we clean this system, it will be a huge asset for the people of Bidar. The support came from district administration, and in 2015 that desilting and the cleaning work was taken up. So when the cleaning started, we were not sure what we were walking into. From the surface, we had already marked it as like it is close to around 2 kilometers. But the tunnel was like only accessible till 70 meters. The initial 70 meters, it was mostly like dry garbage or decomposed garbage. But after 70 meters, there was a lot of decomposed animal dead bodies to decomposed garbage. We had not accounted all this. But in 17 months' time, we were able to clear like 1.4 kilometers of the 2.1 kilometer stretch that is there in Naubad. And in September 2016, the water started to flow back. The entire system got revived because in 2016, thankfully, the rain gods were very merciful and there were like ample rains. And we actually saw from the point of start to the mouth of the Karez where the water kind of exists, the flow was continuous and consistent. We were super happy that ultimately the purpose of cleaning got served, and we did not want just a tunnel that was cleaned, a historical tunnel that was made for water, but we actually got water in that tunnel. Karez actually prompted us to understand the importance of these wells, which not only give water but also help us in maintaining the groundwater table at a certain level. We realized the importance of it, and we went out and like worked on all kinds of water bodies that are there, be it open wells, step wells, Kalyanis, and also the tanks, historical tanks that are there in Bidar. For open wells and the Karez system, we in our own local ways, we have been able to document the amount of water that is like actually flowing out of the Karez. So in peak monsoon times, the water that is discharged, and we have calculated it to like around 1.1 million liters per day. And in summers where like the water table actually goes down, still the Karez actually discharges around like 27 to 33 lakh liters of water every day. Right from our childhood, we were always fed with this information that we belong to one of the most backward districts of Kalyan Karnataka region. Kalyan Karnataka region per se is anyways most backward region of Karnataka. For Team Yuvaa, the people who have come together to form this team, they understood the importance of Bidar as the way I understood it. They always saw the positive side of it, the members of Team Yuvaa. We have always made like a conscious effort to share the rich history and heritage of Bidar. We don't have anything less comparing ourselves with other places, especially in Karnataka. be it Hampi, be it Badami Aihole, or be it Mysore. We are culturally, historically richer, I feel. The syncretism that we practice on a daily basis, and the heritage that we have, which is untapped, which is unseen, which is hidden. This has been our motivation also to work to ensure that Bidar is seen as it is and not just as a backward region. My dream is to ensure that Bidar opens its arms for the world and the world comes and sees Bidar as we see Bidar.